selfish thing your sibling has ever done. My sister Rachel had a gift for making things happen before anyone could say no. One time she told everyone at school about our family ski trip, already having put down deposits using dad's credit card. My parents would find themselves trapped by her irreversible situation, unwilling to disappoint her friends or lose the money. The real problem started when I mentioned prom. I was telling Nathaniel about this gorgeous white dress I'd been saving for, showing him pictures on my phone. Rachel appeared out of nowhere, snatching my phone to look. "Oh, that's stunning," she said, zooming in on every detail. I also mentioned how our class president's mom owned this beautiful vineyard venue and was letting us use it for prom. Rachel's eyes lit up. 3 days later, Rachel announced she was going to pick up my prom dress. "I know you've been stressed with school, so let me help," she said. She came back that afternoon with the dress bag, but kept it in her room for 3 days, claiming she wanted to steam it first. Finally, I demanded to see it. The dress was there, but it had been altered. "So here's the thing," she started. "I tried it on just to see, and it fits me perfectly. Since I'm basically paying for everything with mom and dad's money anyway, I've decided to use it as my wedding dress." I stared at her, speechless. "You can't be serious." She crossed her arms. "I let you live here for free, and until you're 18, I'm the only one with access to our parents' money. So technically, it's my money, my dress. Besides, you wouldn't have fit into it anyway." Nathaniel walked in just as she said this, his face darkening as he took in the scene, me in tears, Rachel holding my dress bag. "Rachel, that's completely out of line," he said firmly. But Rachel just shrugged and walked past him with the dress. Nathaniel found me crying and slipped me $200 for a new dress. "She's just in bridezilla mode. Hopefully it'll blow over soon," he said quietly. "But I've been noticing things lately. The way she treats you isn't right. But every time I bring it up, she somehow spins it around." A week later, Rachel burst into my room waving her phone. "I booked the venue. That vineyard place is perfect." I forced a smile. "When's the wedding?" She showed me the save the date. My stomach dropped. It was May 18th, my prom night. "Rachel, that's the same day as prom." She bit her lip. "Oh no, really?" I specifically asked for the 25th. Then she dropped the bomb. "But all the vendors, catering, flowers, and DJ were already booked for the 18th. It would cost thousands to change everything. Your class will just have to find somewhere else." I noticed how quickly she dismissed my prom, how prepared her excuse sounded. When she left, I heard her on the phone with her friend. "Yeah, I got it. No, she bought the whole mix-up story." That's when I realized she wasn't done taking from me. She was just getting started. The next morning, I woke to Rachel's voice drifting from the kitchen. "Hello, Mrs. Patterson. This is Emily. I'm calling as a concerned parent about the upcoming prom." My blood ran cold. Emily didn't exist. Rachel was using a fake name. I crept closer, watching her pace with her phone. A list of parent names from our school directory spread on the counter. "I've heard some disturbing rumors about students planning to bring alcohol to the vineyard venue." "Yes, extensive property damage at last year's prom. Complete lies." She called 12 parents that morning. She even called the venue owner directly, claiming to be from the school board, saying there were serious liability concerns. Between calls, she'd glance at me and smiled. "Wedding planning is so stressful," she'd say, as if I hadn't heard every word. By afternoon, the damage was done. Parents flooded the principal's office with concerns. The venue owner called demanding proof of insurance we didn't have. Our prom committee held an emergency meeting where we watched everything crumble. The venue just pulled out, our class president announced, near tears. "They said the liability is too high." Rachel was scrolling through wedding flowers on her laptop when I got home. "Heard about your prom venue," she said without looking up. "Such bad luck. Good thing I already put down a non-refundable deposit for my wedding, right? At least one of us got what we wanted." The night before the wedding, Nathaniel found Rachel's laptop open. Her Facebook messages were right there. Detailed brags to her friend about how she'd outsmarted everyone and gotten both the dress and venue. She'd typed out every lie she'd told, laughed about me crying over the dress, said I needed to learn my place. Nathaniel confronted her immediately. I heard him through the walls. "You destroyed your sister's prom for a venue? You stole from an orphan teenager?" Rachel tried to lie, then justify, then blamed me. By morning, Nathaniel was gone. He left a note. "Wedding's off." I called all the vendors. Rachel spent that Saturday wearing my white prom dress in an empty vineyard she'd schemed so hard to steal. She posted one photo on Instagram, her standing alone among the decorated tables meant for 200 guests. Caption, "Some things aren't meant to be." Meanwhile, I danced in our decorated gym in my simple red dress, surrounded by friends who'd worked overtime to make our backup prom special. Nathaniel texted me at midnight. "I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner. You deserved better." Rachel still has that dress in her closet for the wedding that never happened.